Imagine waking up, and within seconds, hypersonic missiles, faster than the speed of sound, are already in the air. No warning, no time to react. In just one night, skies turned into fire, economies started shaking, and millions of lives were pushed toward uncertainty. This is not a movie. This is what happened in May 2026, a moment that changed everything. In the silence of the night, explosions suddenly lit up the sky, shaking cities and sending fear across borders. This wasn't just another conflict. This was the beginning of a war that would pull the world to the edge. It started with a sudden and calculated decision. Israel, backed by the United States, launched powerful airstrikes deep inside Iran, targeting military bases, strategic locations, and suspected nuclear facilities. The first wave hit fast, with hundreds of targets destroyed, and even cyber attacks disrupting Iran's defense systems. This wasn't a warning, it was a message: stop or face destruction. But Iran didn't stay silent. Within hours, they responded with force. Missiles and drones were launched toward Israeli cities and U.S. positions in the region. Sirens echoed through the night as people rushed into bunkers, watching the sky turn into a battlefield filled with fire and explosions. What started as a strike quickly became a full war. As Iran retaliated, the situation escalated even further. The United States increased its military presence, deploying advanced weapons and supporting continuous strikes aimed at weakening Iran's military and nuclear capabilities. The conflict intensified with each passing day, turning into a full-scale war that no one could easily control. But the impact didn't stay limited to the battlefield. It hit the economies of Iran, Israel, and America hard. Iran's economy, already under pressure, faced deeper damage as oil exports and trade routes were disrupted. Israel's economy slowed down due to constant attacks, defense costs, and instability. Even the United States, despite its power, began spending billions every week on military operations, putting pressure on its financial system. At the same time, the global economy started shaking. Oil prices surged rapidly because a huge portion of the world's oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz, a route now under threat. And if this war continues for a long time, the consequences could be even worse. A prolonged conflict could lead to a global recession where businesses shut down, unemployment rises, and economies struggle to survive. Supply chains could break, food and fuel prices could skyrocket, and entire countries could face economic crises. The longer the war lasts, the deeper the damage becomes, not just for these countries, but for the entire world. Yet beyond the headlines and explosions, there is a deeper reality. Behind every missile, there are lives being destroyed, families being torn apart, and innocent people caught in the middle of a conflict they never chose. Homes are reduced to rubble, fear becomes a daily reality, and hope slowly fades. And in the end, one truth remains clear. War doesn't create winners, it only creates loss. What we see on the news is only part of the story. The real cost of war is always hidden, buried beneath the noise of politics and power.